going forward to another sitcom going forward on BBC4.
Yes, Jo Brand reprising her role as Kim Wilde from Getting On. This has got Ahmed Jalili in as her husband. It's got her kids in that we heard a lot about during the 3 series of Getting On. What did you think, Matt?
I have to say, I wasn't a massive fan.
That surprises me, and do you know why?
For me, it just doesn't really know what it wants to do. Cause
I would agree.
the bits that worked for me the most were the bits,
Are the bits
that were
in
like
the home?
Getting On, where well, it's not a home, is it? It's people's homes.
Other
So
people's.
other
Her as
people's-
the carer.
Her as the carer with the old people, with the scene where she's writing the card for the woman whose son
Yeah.
doesn't speak to her, and the bit where she's trying to find out if the old man's had anything to eat.
Yeah.
Because I mean, putting this into context, my grandma lived with us, and she had the care company where she had carers 4 times a day at the end. So I saw the carers coming in and out, quite a lot, and I had conversations with them. I sort of
What?
I'm
You
aware.
had conversations with the public? I don't believe it.
I'm aware of the sort of routines that
And the
these
dynamic.
people have. The dynamic, the thing about writing in the folder, for example, was like and the burning of the uniform, things like that. That's what works for me. But it seems to. Who's written this? Is it Jo Brand?
It is Jo Brand and somebody else whose name I didn't know.
Yeah.
But the problem is it doesn't spend enough time on the scenes that you and I both like.
Yeah.
It spends too much time with
Ahmed
Ahmed Jalili in the car for no apparent reason.
This is what I was saying in terms of because in that dynamic in Getting On, Kim was this sort of sardonic, like almost like the normal one.
She was us, wasn't she?
Yeah, she was us. She was our sort of proxy, whereas she is in this as well. Joe and Vicky's characters, was it Pippa and
Den Flickster?
Den Flickster were the sort of more manic ones, the sort of more comedic ones, and so they thought, oh well, we've lost these sort of comedic, like broader characters. We need like versions of them, so they brought in Ahmed Jalili as the sort of almost like depressive, like private hire driver, and his colleague, and their conversations, which didn't work for me at all.
They work, but they go on for too long.
Yeah, they go on for too long, and then it almost tried to be almost like a broad sitcom where they had like the dog and the baby and the old man all in the car together.
Yeah,
and that all felt like
I think to be fair to it, the 2 that follow are better.
Okay, but do you know what I mean? Did that explain to you why I wasn't a fan?
I can understand why you weren't a fan. That first episode does feel like we'll throw a load of balls up in the air and film it.
And I didn't I don't feel like I got to know the kids at all.
No, and you don't. Unfortunately, they're not very well drawn.
I didn't like the sister.
I would have liked a sitcom of Jo Brand's character just going around her day as a carer.
Like that show Nurse, but without everyone played by Paul Whitehouse.
But then perhaps coming home at the end of the day, 5 minutes with Ahmed Jalili or whoever they cast as her husband, saying, this is what happened today. Yeah. I was really into watching her as a carer. They feel the most natural scenes. They don't feel like you're watching...
That's how they trailed it as well. Did you see the trails where they did as like a recruitment, like a trail for the advert for the care company?
There is a nice callback to Getting On if you make it to the 3rd and final episode. And I think you should.
I will try. No, I'm not going to give up on this. I appreciate that it's one of those things where it does take time to sort of...
But I don't think it's in the realms of Getting On or of Mum.